will close immediately. Thank you. A reminder, do not pause all promotion. Every fan will receive a Malik Logo water bottle. The National Basketball.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Dallas. A lot of season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Warriors. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And, well, for the Warriors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out, it's just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Hield and Butler will slot in at the small and power forwards. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smith. And it's Flagg in at the small forward. And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And he's had plenty of bite to go along with his bark. He's been on a tear since making his feelings known publicly. When MP has something to prove, he can be dangerous when he's at the top of his game.
And as we are working our way towards the middle of the season, RJ, we have seen some surprises as well as our share of disappointment.
It doesn't take too long to see what is working for some teams and what is not working for some teams. But there has been a few surprises.
Irving with a clean look. Buries the long-range jumper.
When you play with stars like LeBron, Harden, KD, Kyrie has learned how to operate off the ball.
Curry passes to Butler. Curry a screen on Davis. Here's Jackson Davis. And the rejection by Lively. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. And this is a team making history with every single win. They're coming into this game with 30 consecutive victories. That's right, 30.
And we're looking at a team that has proven they can win against anyone in this league, even given a variety of factors. It's maybe going out on a stretch to say they've reached an all-time great status. But hey, there's an argument for it.
Pass to Podziemski. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the Warriors miss again.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Pass to Flagg. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Warriors. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
And when you look at the Mavericks, they are still holding on to that #1 spot midway through the season. I really admire how consistent they've been continuing to play their brand of basketball. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Flag. Another 3 for Dallas.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Now, here is Smith after the miss from Stephen Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Mavericks, number 1. Second, the Warriors.
Yeah, both teams on fire right now, shooting lights out from long range and also great ball movement, I think, enabling them to create those terrific opportunities.
Cans it from downtown.
That's not even a deep 3 for Curry. That's just pretty much his range at this point in his career.
Smith surveying the D. And a wide open look for Flag. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Warriors trail by 18. Up top, Curry. 20-point game for him in the win against Houston.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Smith outside. On the wing, Davis. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He added 61 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And here's Smith following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Basket good. Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Curry against Smith. Curry gets the bucket.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Here's Smith. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Golden State moving it around. Inside, here's Butler. And Davis sends it back.
Oh, that's just terrific rim protection from Davis. Using that reach to stop that shot.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Davis. The Warriors making a switch here. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Flag's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Smith outside. Pass to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. And he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Smith. 13 points in the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now here's Williams. And here is Butler. Tries it from 19, and that's good. for two.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
Smith against Curry. And Flagg throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
The Warriors shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. And it's Butler missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
A minute 42 left here in the first quarter. Outside DeRozan. Jacks up a three. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Butler finds Curry. Over to the wing. Here's Shed. And the three off target. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Smith right side. 5 on the clock. Again, the Mavericks score.
This shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Up top, Curry, covered by Smith. Curry passes to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Smith wide open. He fired. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 20.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Russell. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Hardy, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the chart.
Here's Holiday, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Back to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
Pass to Juzang. Drummond with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Shed. Fires from deep. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Now here's Hardy. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Hardy's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Williams passes to Drummond. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Daniel Gafford. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Dallas making a switch here. Smith has checked in. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Curry, and the layup is good. Curry's got 10 points.
With his touch, Curry can beat you from inside as easily as he can outside.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Guys, back to you.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Curry after the made shot from Smith. Curry setting the pick for Hield. Pass to Drummond. 6 to shoot. Some solid defense from Gafford.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Smith. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Good on the triple. Hardy's got a pair of triples in the second now for Dallas.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Three-pointer Hield. The Mavericks pull it in. Smith with it. 22 points for him. Dallas needs to get off a shot. That's good from Davis on the assist by Smith. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
Ooh, nice touch from the mid-range. Davis proving how effective he is from that spot.
Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to Hield. Golden State moving it around. Williams kicks to Curry. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 13.
Continuing to add to his tally with that triple. Now his third of the game.
For Dallas, they've gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. Lobbed up there for Gafford. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. The Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Drains the three-pointer. 25 points for Smith.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Curry passes to Williams. Here's Podziemski. The 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Smith outside. On the wing, DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. The fadeaway. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Smith's got 7 now in this quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. Another miss by Curry. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. for three. Another three for Dallas.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Curry. Pass to Hield. To halt the run. Curry's shot is off.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Drummond working against Smith. And here's Hardy. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Warriors shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. It's Curry outside. And the rejection by Smith. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Smith's got 32 points. The Warriors shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Launches it, and the rejection by Smith. Curry is inside. He's against Smith, and again, it's the Warriors missing.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Pass to Hardy. From the arc. And again, Dallas with the three.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Smith, and he makes good on the layup. Smith's got 37.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. Drummond dishes to Hield. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. And the rejection by Smith. The finish. And then Smith with the jam.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Curry looking around. Hield outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Hield's got 6 points. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this.
Let's wrap it up and get ready for your Hockey Fight Arena Entertainment.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Dallas Mavericks.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of some of those old Lakers games. What a dominant performance so far. Okay, fellas, now a look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. You and me, Shaq. Come on.
I don't even think you can beat Ernie.
Hey, easy. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Hield and Butler will slot in at the small and power forward. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. Shot clock at 5. Smith finds Davis, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And with his length and athleticism, Davis is a constant lob threat.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Back to Curry. Outside Butler, down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Curry, the 3, and the Warriors, another 3.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
Down low, the kick out to Irving. Now here is Smith. He's got 39. Back to Irving. In the corner, Lively with it. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Lively's got 5 now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Curry can't get it to go. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Lively inside. Jackson Davis defending. To the paint. Outside for Davis. Another 3 for Dallas.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Hield. Golden State moving it around. Another miss by Curry.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now Smith. Irving for 3. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2 to 6'10. But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Hield can't hit.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Smith outside. Fades. And Dallas again with the bucket.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. That's to Curry. Trying to get something going. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Smith outside. Now here's Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Podziemski. Nothing on the board. Pass to Jackson Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Richard, BC, such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Lively, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Butler. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Curry with a wide-open look drains the 19-footer. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Well, Curry's accuracy makes the mid-range easy pickings. He just goes up, nails the shot with ease.
Pass to Flag. For three, Smith gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got 44.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here is Smith. He's got 44. Look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Curry outside, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Smith against Butler. Pass to Flag. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 14 points for Cooper Flag.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Healed outside. Now Butler. He's guarded by Davis. Davis against Butler.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
That one good for 2. Flag's got 5 points now in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Smith with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Butler kicks to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Smith outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Smith's got 48.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Warriors shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Now here's Butler. Back to Curry to end the run. And Lively pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Flag. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Flag's got 18 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Smith outside. Pass to Davis. 5 to shoot. And again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The kick outside to Butler. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Smith. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks able to put on a show for the ages. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Smith is out there with Hardy. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Williams at the power forward.
Hey, look, when DeRozan is shooting with confidence, he is dangerous, especially catching and firing just like that.
Curry passes to Drummond. Back to Curry. Here's Shed from deep. The shot comes out. On the wing, DeRozan. He's guarded by Williams. The shot's good from Gafford.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Curry. This one for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Smith over to the left wing. Hardy passes to Smith. Here's Hardy. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. DeRozan against Holiday. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Golden State's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Williams against Williams. To end the drought, Williams gets the bucket. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Smith's got 53.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And that one's good. Hardy.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Curry. Drummond dishes to Curry. That 3 off the mark.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Smith outside. From outside the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Warriors shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Here's Curry with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got 6 rebounds in the game.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Now, here is Smith. Here's Williams. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Golden State. Pass to Shed. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Smith outside. Now Williams beyond the arc. Another three for Dallas.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Now here's Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Holiday, the pass to Curry. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's now 29 points for Stephen Curry.
Not just the jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
Williams, a screen on Curry. Smith for three. It's good from long range. Smith's got 59 points.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Pass to Shed. Drummond with it. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Here's Smith. The Warriors making the shot. From the line, he got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pass to Shed. And Drummond kicks to Holiday. From 17 feet out, it's rebounded by Dallas.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
DeRozan's shot is good.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
The Warriors shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. It's Curry outside. DeRozan with the rebound.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Gafford sets the pick for Smith over Holiday, and it's Dallas with another.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Curry.
2 minutes remaining.
Drummond working against Gafford. Outside for Curry. Fires for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Now here is Smith. Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. Another possession. Another assist.
Another possession. Another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Pass to Curry. Driving inside. Count that bucket. Curry's got 18 points just in the second half.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smith.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And the shot is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now Smith. To the inside. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
About 3 seconds between shot and game plan. Pick by Williams. Here's Shed. Outside Curry. Uncovered. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And here's Smith. Takes a three. That's good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching.
AMP?
What's up, Coach?
Hey, you got any of those sleep masks you've been hawking lying around?
Maybe. Why are you trying to get put on with Cognivibe?
Listen, my wife stays up late and you seem to love it, so I figure why not give it a try?
Right.
Do those crystals really work? I mean, they seem a little silly.
I don't know, Coach. I'm not wearing it for its looks.
You didn't exactly answer my question.
Yeah, that's because I'm not a scientist. You know, look, they got all that stuff on their website. You can read it there if you really want to. All I know is that when I'm wearing the thing at night, I get better sleep.
The money probably helps you sleep too, huh?
Oh, it really does.
So look, some people might find the videos and the shots out a little over the top. I don't care. If you're gonna keep dropping 40 plus like you did tonight, you can wear the Cognivibe logo on your forehead during interviews.
Okay, I'm good on that one though, Coach.
All right, look, one request.
Yeah.
Can you hook me up with a couple of masks for me and my kid?
Say less. Here, why don't you give this one to your kid here?
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll get you one later.
All right.
Yeah.